Right. So let us start. Uh, Let us start with our queries. Anyone having any queries regarding the subject related, just start posing. It's only subject related and also other kind of queries. If you have anything, you can ask regarding program or regarding other administrative related, something like which is unanswered by Archana Krishna. So you can ask those questions also. We'll just clarify today so that
Yeah,
such
I have
questions will not start in next sessions. Yes, sir.
yeah small question, Andy. So
Jagan
I'm
garu, right.
seeing yeah. So I'm seeing in your mails like Vision 2050.
Yeah.
Just curious, like what is that Vision 2050?
Okay, that is, I'm just using that as a email ID. Vision 2050 is my another organization which is into this digital marketing training programs and HR consultancy. So Vision 2050 does all these activities, and Vision 2050 major objective is regarding entrepreneurship development from schools and colleges. So we conduct training programs very specifically for schools and colleges in the area of entrepreneurship. So either we give ideas to them or we ask their take their ideas and develop them into any products. That was because nowadays most of the people having money first thing, and next thing is they're into many people are into this IT sector and other industries. So it is fair enough to motivate students to think in the process of entrepreneurship than just thinking about jobs. That's all. Either you go IAS, IPS, or anything, entrepreneurship is still possible for them.
Okay, so is that related to this institute? I mean the
Yeah,
IIVSTM,
yeah.
or is it a separate?
No, it is also included into that because Vision 2050 Foundation is part of this academics related. So we are just linking either because I have not registered this organization. Alternatively, we are using that particular email ID because mail should not go into spam. That is a major thing.
Okay, okay. And another question on that, like, I mean, any
Yeah.
if I wish to volunteer, like, if I wish to contribute to that, like, is there any opportunity in that, like Vision 2050?
100%, sir. We will discuss regarding the contribution related because either it can be regarding subject related or it is regarding promotional aspect or any kind of thing. What in what way you can contribute? We'll have a separate discussion and we can talk. And we requested the people in the same way. We have requested every participant to support the organization because we want to make it as a university, independent university, where these Vedic literatures are part of our subjects. Something like, see, whatever we are doing, the same thing. Either we are teaching you psychology, we are just correlating Bhagavad Gita with it. Even Upanishads are also possible to correlate with that. Okay. And as
Okay.
like yesterday, we have sent you a message regarding the Diwali wishes related. It is of same. See, subject is like knowledge is ignorant. If you develop knowledge, whatever the ignorance you are having, that can be changed. And finally, the right message or right intuitions, whatever you need to receive, those intuitions you will receive whenever it is required. So that is what Bhagavad Gita or anything, it says the same thing.
Great, great. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Dr. T. Upendra, you are not audible. We cannot hear you. Sorry, unable to hear you, sir. Might be there is a headphone problem or something. Kindly check it. Any other? I think Shri Lata Garu, your mic is on. So you have any queries? All right. Okay. Neeraj Sharma.
Sir, this is Srilata. Good
Yeah,
morning,
ma'am.
sir. అంటే మనం మీరు చెప్తూ ఉంటారు కదా అన్ని దాన్ని లైఫ్ లో ఉపయోగించాలంటే దాన్ని ప్రాక్టికల్ గా ఏమైనా చేయిస్తారా మన లైఫ్ లో ఉపయోగించాలి
మేడం ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అంటే వీటి అన్నిటిని ప్రాక్టికల్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ రిలేటెడ్ మనం దాని లోపల డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నది. సో భగవద్గీత అంటే లెవెల్ 1 వచ్చేసరికి మీకు చాలా మటుకు అండర్స్టాండింగ్ దాని లోపల ఎట్లా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి అన్నది ఒక ఐడియా వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే వీఆర్ ఎట్ ది ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డే లెవెల్ 1 వచ్చేసరికి వీఆర్ గివింగ్ యూ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది సిచ్యువేషన్స్ కోర్సు లోపల, అందుకనే వాటిని ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసాము. లెవెల్ 1 ఎండింగ్ లోపల యూ విల్ గివింగ్ ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్. మీకు సిచ్యువేషన్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో మీరు ఏ శ్లోకాలు ఉపయోగిస్తారు, వాట్ ఎవర్ ది శ్లోకాస్ యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూస్, the same how you are going to use, how you are going to interpret those slokas, that is what the test is all about. First thing, we are giving you some 10 situations. In those 10 or 15 situations, whatever are there, you should implement those particular slokas. That is one area. Second area is like it is an open thing. Some n number of slokas will be covered under level 1. So we are just asking you to select any 10 shlokas, interpret in your own way, not from the subject related, but related to other subjects. Something like if madam is going to teach regarding Bhagavad Gita few slokas on goal setting, so we request you to not to use those slokas for goal setting, but use it for some other purpose. So that what happens is you will understand the implementation of the particular slokas. That is how the implementation or understanding of slokas can happen in a better way.
Okay.
So day-to-day life,
do we know sir?
Day-to-day life, you can always recall those slokas and implement in that particular situation. But whatever is there, it is only useful for your development or your growth. But using those slokas, you cannot change the opposite person. That is very much clear.
ఓకే. సో మేము ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తాము. బట్ ఆపోజిట్ పర్సన్ వాళ్ళు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయలేదనుకోండి. అప్పుడు పరిస్థితి ఏంటి?
We cannot do
అంటే
anything.
మేము అది కూడా ఇగ్నోర్ చేయగలిగి మేము ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయగలుగుతామా? అంటే అట్‌లీస్ట్ మేమంత స్ట్రాంగ్ అవుతామా?
Yeah, that's all. Only thing is like to make yourself strong to handle the situation. Only see, if you understand the situation, you can handle in a better way, or you can also teach them in a better way. What happens is with our available information, we cannot able to communicate in the same way to the opposite person, which he may not understand in that particular situation. So if you know these particular concepts, then you can handle the situation in a better way, so that there can be, with your actions, there can be a change in the opposite person. Some people cannot be changeable. It's something like which is there in Mahabharata. Duryodhana will not change. Okay. Shakuni will not change. Karna will not change. Bhishma, they know everything but cannot. So it's all about situations. Only in the situation, damage should not be 100%. You can reduce the damage percentage, something like from 100% to, because of understanding, you can reduce it to some 20%, 30% easily. So damage percentage, always there will not be same understanding between two people. Even very close associate of Sri Krishna, Arjuna, before without knowing Bhagavad Gita, he could not able to do the same thing. So to motivate him, he should teach Krishna, need to teach him Bhagavad Gita. So it always happens.
ఓకే. Actually, my goal is how to develop a silence, ignorance. Uh, will it be possible with this?
100%. Avoid the situations.
Because I know how talkative గా ఉంటే ఎలా ఉంటుంది. I know everything, but I don't know how to maintain a silence. I
Yeah.
want to develop that silence, so we'll get some respect also with the help of silence. We will get
Even
some power.
for your kind of query, there is also a shloka is available, not in Bhagavad Gita, but some other part of literature. You should speak like a parrot. Parrots speak very less. Okay, so mostly it will be silent, but whatever it speaks, whenever it speaks, it will be very sweet. That's all. Too
Yeah.
much talks always, if you over talk, always there is a chances of lots of mistakes or misunderstanding, because we are not we might not be so perfect in communication. There can always be chances like loose of words will happen, which can lead to miscommunication. So always avoid talking.
Yeah, how to, yeah, I know I want how to avoid talking and how to maintain silence, but implementation case I'm unable to do that. So I want to develop that. That is the main case I just joined in about how to maintain silence. So or our respective వేరు silence. So people ఎప్పుడు మాట్లాడుతుందా అని ఎదురు చూడడం వేరు, ఎప్పుడు ఆపేస్తుందా అని ఎదురు చూడడం వేరు. There is a lot of difference between that.
Yes.
So I want to see the difference.
See, first
I
thing
want
is
to know how
you
it is possible, how it is implemented in.
you should know where to put full stop for a particular sentence. When you start a discussion, always it happens like it goes lengthy. Okay, either someone because of anxiety or because of stress related, someone will speak continuously, they will not put any full stop. Okay, there will be only commas, there will not be any full stop. So in such situations, you should consciously recall where to put full stop, so that you can cut short the sentences. So always try to, whenever you participate in any of the discussions, always try to be very conscious. First point, I think in the last class you had lots of discussion regarding conscious, subconscious mind, conscious mind. So always, whenever you start any discussion or whenever you talk with people, keep it very conscious that where you want to put a full stop. That's all.
Sir,
Practice it
యాక్చువల్‌గా
consciously, then later it happens.
యాహ్! నేను చాలా వీడియోస్ చూసాను. చాలా చేశాను. కానీ ఐయామ్ అనేబుల్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ ప్రాక్టికల్లీ.
Yeah.
యాక్చువల్‌గా మీరు చెప్పినవన్నీ వింటూనే ఉన్న ఐడియా ఉన్నాయి. బట్ ఆ ట్రిక్ అనేది తెలియట్లేదు. విల్ యూ హెల్ప్ మీ విత్ దట్ ట్రిక్ అనేది? అంటే వేర్ టు స్టాప్ ట్రిక్, వాట్ టు స్టాప్ అండ్ వెన్ టు స్టాప్. అది నాకు కావాలి. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను మాక్సిమం వీడియోస్ చూస్తూనే ఉన్నాను. వేరే క్లాసెస్ వింటూనే ఉన్నాను. ఇంకా ఉడెమీలో గూడా చూసాను చాలా. సో, హౌ టు ట్రైనింగ్స్ కార్పొరేట్ ట్రైనింగ్స్ ఐయామ్ ఎంప్లాయీ. సో, కార్పొరేట్ ట్రైనింగ్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను. జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఐయామ్ ట్రైయింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ మెనీ వే చాలా రోజుల నుంచి ట్రై చేస్తున్నాను. బట్ నాకు ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ కుదరట్లేదు.
Okay. So it is simple, like you are not conscious. That is the only point I'm mentioning. See, consciously, how much content you want to speak with other person. If you can keep it very conscious, then definitely it is going to happen. Otherwise, we'll have a separate session. Practice it for 1 week. This full week you practice, you participate more in discussions. First point is you practice more in discussions and see that you speak very less. Okay, so if it is not happening, then definitely we'll have a separate talk regarding the same.
ఓకే.
Okay, we'll do it. You practice it for 1 week. Next Sunday we'll have a how you are practicing, what are the ways you are controlling. See, to practice such things, you need to participate in the area, then control yourself. Controlling yourself not to participate, but you should be physically available, but consciously you should deliver only few words. That is only the way we can do presently. But after 1 week, we'll have a discussion separately on that.
Okay, I can maybe silent till up to maximum 2 days. Maximum 2 days
No,
I
no,
can be in silent.
I'm not saying you to be keep silent. Okay.
Yeah, no. See, yeah, because to avoid something, we need to be silent.
What happens is sometime when you start talking, you're unconsciously you just
Out of flow.
go on talking. Such things you need to be. So better way, when you participate in a discussion, keep a 1 minute timer in your day, in your watch or something, or you have a mobile phone. You can have a 1 minute timer. After 1 minute, wherever the topic is there, you should stop it.
Okay.
Okay, consciously someone should remind you. It is something like we are doing. It is not a unknown practice. We all do. Even nowadays, people are keeping for timers regarding water also. Water consumption, lunch related. I should do lunch at 1 o'clock. Once 1 o'clock reaches, the phone or something alarm will beep. Okay, for water related, every half an hour they want to have a water. Same thing. So you can have that timer and complete that process. Okay, 1 week you practice. Later next week we'll see that one. Okay,
Sure.
madam.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, any other
So I
question?
just want to add something here. I read in autobiography of Yogi. So I read something. So maybe I'm not sure whether it is related to Srilata Garu question or not, but I will read as is. Okay. So about how to talk or something like that. When you talk, don't talk too much about yourself. Try to speak on a subject that interests the other person and listen. That is the way to be attractive. You will see how your presence is in demand. So I think I like this. Like, I mean, I think most of the time when we speak on a subject, right, but we again come to ourselves, like, okay, how I am implementing, or we put our perspective, or we talk more about ourselves. So I think we need to control that, and we need to speak only on the subject.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether Srilata Garu, you are doing that, whether you are talking about yourself, but I just thought of sharing this.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Any other? I think Divakar Garu, hi.
Hi, Chandrasekhar Garu. Happy Diwali.
Yeah, happy Diwali, sir. Yes, sir.
This question is to actually Archana Garu. Actually, in the last
Yeah, she is available actually.
Okay. The last session, she told about conscious and subconscious and unconscious mind.
Okay.
So she told that the right brain is about intuitive mind. So I would like to know about more about the intuitive mind and intuition. How to open that? Yes. How to open that? How to open the right mind?
Okay. 1 minute. How to open right mind? It is about intuition. You can always.
Hello, sir. Very good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
So your question is, it is regarding intuition?
Yeah, intuitive mind. Right brain is regarding the intuitive mind or intuitive thoughts come from right brain. So I would like to know how to open that intuition powers or intuitive mind.
So this is a bit connected to spirituality, okay? Or even the science, but let us call it to be the spiritual terms. As you all know that, like, we are surrounded with aura around us.
Right.
As we are connected with some aura around us, even every instrument, every pencil, okay, or anything, it could be the materialistic or a person also carries some aura. through every aura. Yeah. So what happens is when we increase our aura, the other's aura will not dominate our aura. So always we have to either meditate, we need to think positive. So we need to be having a stronger aura vibration so that it will be increasing the layers where the others vibrations will not enter into our vibes, and we have that space of getting intuitions to our mind. But when we are weak personally, with negative thoughts or uncleanliness or surrounded with all mess up or something, what happens is we are mostly occupied with this materialistic stuff, and there is no space for us to get intuitions from the universe. That's why when you consider the ancient times also, people used to go to this forest areas, hilly areas, or towards seas, because where they have that open space and most of less of people will be there, where they'll not get more of that vibrations from the others, and there is a easy scope of our vibrations to reach to there could be a easy connectivity between our vibration and the universal vibration, so that the thought process will open up very easily. Now also you can practice meditation on your open terrace, and the best time to practice meditation is when everyone is sleeping, in a peaceful room, in a specific room where you generate every day. Such memories will be there in that. If we start practicing meditation in a kitchen, in a bedroom, what happens is every place will be already filled with memories. So when you start going to sit in that particular place, initially all such memories will enter into your mind first, and you consume lot of time to cleanse those memories and then go to the another point of calmness. Then you need from calmness state to receiving mode. So universe will always communicate with you, but we should be in the transparent state to receive that communication from the universe. So the calmness meditation part will help you a lot, and try to be positive always. Keep cleanliness around, and whenever you practice meditation, thinking positive here, speaking truth here, feeling right here will make us body more pure. When we are more pure, we are similar to nature. When we are similar to nature, the communication becomes so easy. The rapport develops between we and the universe.
So you meant to say that intuitive mind is more related to the universal consciousness.
So 1 second. Audibility వినిపించట్లేదు, volume పెంచుతారా? కింద పడేసారు headphones అక్కడ ఇక్కడ ఉంటే తెచ్చు. Yeah sir, please.
So you meant to say that intuitions are more like vibrations we are getting from the universal consciousness. Our individual consciousness is connected to the universal consciousness. Is that you mean?
Yes.
But every mind has got both the hemispheres, like left and right. But some people are biased, or you say the cling. You got a cling towards right, and some people have got a cling towards left. And I guess most of the people are clinged towards the left. We are more into the analogy, more into the rational thinking, more into the objectiveness, and people recognize that only. So my question is that most of the people are sleepy in that matter, that their right brain is not at all open. So how we can open it? For others I am talking. For myself, you said about the meditation. By the meditation we can open it, but for other people, how we can open it?
Yeah, once. So according to you, may I know what are the functions of right side of our brain, sir?
Right. According to you, I am telling.
Okay.
You told about the right brain is random, right brain is intuitive, right brain is holistic, right brain is subjective, and right brain looks the whole, comprehensive.
Yeah.
So that is what you said.
And it is
But I
always
agree with
open
you.
actually.
See, the people who are more into the right side of the brain, what I found, I feel sometimes I am right, sometimes I'm left. I don't know whether I'm right or left.
Okay.
But when we get, because I feel as if when I observe myself, I feel that in the, sometimes I am clinged towards the right and sometimes I cling towards the left. So sometimes I argue, sometimes I am analytical, sometimes I'm thinking more about that.
Sir, when you are logical, when you are analytical, it's completely relevant to your conscious mind.
Right.
Okay, sir. So,
Right.
most of us, 90% of our things are led by our subconscious mind. Only
Right.
10% job is done by our conscious mind.
Right.
But if we want to improve more of consciousness, then it is a consistent practice that we have to make, and more of brain gym activities, more of meditation, anything that works on mind will help to enrich that. Because your creativity or anything, like, see, when, let us not go into the spiritual aspect of, like, genetically coming few aspects or coming from the past karma or something. Let us talk about this thing. What happens is, like, when we are more of logical or analytical, it comes only when you make your conscious mind very practical and always making it active. And how you can make it active is, like, you have to give a regular practice to that. So regular practice to that can happen only with brain gym activities, or meditation can be worked out, or any kind of such things which makes your brain, like, counting. That when you consider brain gym activities, you will get many activities connected with brain.
Right.
They are specially for activating the conscious mind. But here also the person should have willingness. Sir, it's a basic nature of subconscious mind that it always triggers you. It is in your hand that whether consciously you need to react to that or not. But when you are not using the weapon in your hand, then no one can help on this world.
Right.
That is a fundamental nature. So it's not that we are aware or we are not aware. We are aware, but still we are not using the weapon. You know a solution, but you are not using it. Then who can help us? No one can help us. But by practicing all these things, there are few people on this planet, like, who are not really aware. They don't know what to react, how to react, why it is happening, from where the root cause is. For them, we can help, like, in this way you practice, you will get to understand the root cause or the solution for that. But people who are aware of solution but not implying it, then we cannot help them. So it is a consistent practice that we need to make. Even Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, like, no one can help. It's only you that you can help yourself. And this discipline is the first practice. Second thing is maintaining consistency. It is not a single day practice. Yes, it is not a single day practice. And it's not like, today for 1 week we practiced something and we are going to achieve it forever. Every time in life, the ups and downs will come. We need to face, but we need to be thorough with how to face them.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Agree. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, sir.
And supplementary question. Okay. Regarding Srilata's question, Srilata Garu's question, I think she asked about the silence about the mind, not about the speaking. So that also, if you can enlighten.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Sir, actually, if at all this session gets disconnected, kindly join back. This is pre-information because we have 7 more minutes. So coming to the point of Srilata Garu, when she asked about silence of mind, there are many yogis who are still in process of achieving it. Right? So we are just having a little bit of steps, like a baby who has started, like, how to walk. So we are understanding the concepts of mind. So let me say something like, that is the final stage of achieving silence of mind. By all Sadgurus also practicing continuously meditation. If at all you have great books, even Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu will be always doing meditation. Have you ever heard this? When you read Bhagavatam or something, you will know even the regular practices, even they too meditate. The purpose of their meditation is they are trying to get connected to their higher energy and keeping that silence. So, adi oka nirantara prakriya. So, silence of mind, if at all we have already achieved, no need of anything on this planet. So there are many yogis who are still practicing it in Himalayas, various other, even if at all you recall our ancient gurus also, how many of them really achieved silence? Bhrigu Maharshi, he is Brahmarshi, he got angry. Vishwamitra, he is also a Brahmarshi, he too have angry. Urvashi just came and he gave a few things till what time he have worked on, isn't it? So it keeps on happening in life. So I guess, like, you know, Srilata Garu asked one question. For that I want to say, like, you know, when we initially started MBA or engineering course, how to work out after going to the office place, it should be a final question. So we are understanding the concepts basically. So through these 4 levels, you understand the concepts and you have to consciously apply in your life, and it is a consistent process. And for anyone, it is possible if you are willing. You know, you have to wake up at 5 o'clock, but you give me an answer like I can't wake up, then no one can help you. If you know, you want to, you will. If you know, you want to, you will. There is no other answer that I can't, I am unable to. People can help you to acquire knowledge, but people cannot push you to make certain things to be done. If really you are feeling you are willing, you will be really able to attain it. If you don't want to react, you will not react. No one can trigger you. Environment will be always like that. Did ever our teachers triggered us when we were disturbing the class in the classroom? Did ever our parents could make us work in our teenage when we did not want to work out? But today, when we don't want to feel, how can few people can trigger us to get angry? We want to react, we are reacting. We don't want to take, that's why we are unable to take. So you have to first work on accepting. Silence is the final stage. First, we have to work on accepting. When everything you can merge in yourself, accepting as process of your life, automatically silence comes. Silence should come. Silence should come, but you cannot consistently put your pressure on your mind and keep your thoughts stagnated, because it is the basic function of mind that it always keep thinking and keep reacting. That's why throughout Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna always used to say, focus on me, focus on me. It is not his special interest, like, you know, I'm highlight, you focus on me. But when you focus on other stuff, you tend to react. So, but when you focus only on Krishna, you will not react on anyone, but ultimately you can get silence. So that is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. So I guess I answered your
Krishna says
question.
na maunam atma vinigraha. So do you think that maunam is equal to silence, or maunam got a deeper meaning?
It has more deeper meanings there. When that particular session comes, I talk more about that particular topic.
Okay, fine. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other queries? Or you want me to call Chandrasekhar sir?
Yeah, hello Ashmi garu. Good morning.
Hello,
Andi.
Andy. Very good morning.
Yeah. So generally we know what is positive thinking and what is negative thinking. But when we see a movie, it is a mixture of emotions. We have positive, it have negative. So how we can పాజిటివ్ ఇప్పుడు వంట చేస్తున్నప్పుడు కానీ, పూజ చేసుకుంటే కానీ కాన్సంట్రేషన్‌గా చేయలేక వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ సమ్ నెగెటివ్ వైల్ సమ్ ఎనీ బ్యాడ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ దట్ అది గుర్తొస్తుంది. లేదా పూజ చేసుకుంటే బ్యాడ్ గుర్తొస్తుంది. వై ఓన్లీ టేకింగ్ బ్యాడ్? వై నాట్ పాజిటివ్?
That is nature of mind. You are not able to accept them. What you are not able to accept, that only always revolves around in your mind.
ఓకే.
So
సో
you have
ఎవ్రీ
to,
టైమ్ సో హౌ టు
so you are
యాహ్!
making to think like, you know, adi negative ani meer point out chestunnaru. You have filtered that particular incident as a very hurting, very bad, or very traumatic. When you filtered it and sent to your subconscious mind, it got fed in your subconscious mind in such a way. But while you are filtering with your consciousness, say it's quite natural. What's wrong in that? Then
యాహ్!
what
బట్
happens?
ఇప్పుడు ఫుడ్ ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యూ థింక్ అండ్ అది ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తే అది ఒక రకమైన నెగెటివ్ గానే ఉంటుంది గానీ, పాజిటివ్ అయితే ఉండదు కదా! మనం వెన్ వి ఆర్ ఇగ్నోరింగ్ దట్, వెన్ యూ ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ బ్యాడ్.
మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయారు. యూ వెంట్ ఇంటూ మ్యూట్. కైండ్లీ అన్మ్యూట్
అదే
యువర్సెల్ఫ్.
గుర్తుకొస్తూ అదే చేస్తుంటే మనకి పాజిటివ్ థింకింగ్ ఎలా డెవలప్ అవుతుంది? సో, వెన్ వి ఆర్ నాట్ యాక్సెప్టింగ్ దట్ మనకి పాజిటివ్ థింకింగ్ రావాలన్నప్పుడు పాజిటివే గుర్తుకు రావాలి. నెగెటివ్ థింకింగే వస్తే ప్రతి నిమిషం ఎక్కడ చూసినా అరే అదొస్తుంది, ఇదొస్తుంది అనుకుంటూ అదే చేస్తే డెవలప్ అయ్యేది నెగెటివే కానీ పాజిటివ్ కాదుగా.
అందుకని యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ డెవలప్ చేసుకోవాలి. యాక్సెప్టెన్స్
హౌ?
డెవలప్ చేసుకోవాలి. హౌ ఇట్ కమ్స్ విత్ ప్రాక్టీస్. యాక్సెప్ట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు వై ఎందుకు నీళ్ళు ఎదురొస్తున్నాయి అంటే నీళ్ళు ఎదురొస్తున్నాయి. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లోయింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ యూ ఫ్లో లైక్ దిస్. అలాంగ్ విత్ ద ఫ్లో యూ గో. వై యూ వాంట్ టు గో అగైన్స్ ద ఫ్లో? So you are asking me how. So I say you understand the concept. You yourself can give a better solution to you. So why things are bothering you? Because you don't like they are bothering you. If you start liking them, if you start accepting them, first question yourself why you are not accepting them. Our ego triggers like, how can someone say me this word? How can this thing happen to me? Ante we have a predetermined mindset like this should not happen. This should be in like this only. So kindly remove those boundaries. Anything can happen anyway and you have to accept it. But that acceptance is not there in human beings. You